much not to shout your name out loud. I'll always be here for you, like the shore is always waiting for the sea. I'm waiting for you, waiting here for you, aching for your loving arms. Waiting for you, waiting here for you, aching for your loving arms. In your eyes, the ocean met the sky. I can't believe the time that has gone by. The memories will never fade. They keep me going in eternity. I'm waiting for you, waiting here for you, aching for your loving arms. I walked by the place where you lived before. I saw a couple kissing by the door. It took my breath away. The void you left is more than I can bear. I'm waiting for you, waiting here for you, aching for your loving arms. I see your face on strangers in every crowd. It takes so much not to shout your name out loud. I'll always be here for you, like the shore is always waiting for the sea. I'm waiting for you, waiting here for you.
What do you do about 17,000 times a day? I don't know, but most of us, we breathe. We breathe about between 17 and 20,000 times a day. So your breath is so important, isn't it? And after this practice, you're going to be better equipped, better trained, and just better prepared to face the day because of your breath. Hi, I'm Jan. This is 316 Yoga. This is your yoga from home. It's a 1 hour long practice where you are doing it from the privacy of your own home. So it's great. Maybe you have on your pajamas. Maybe you have on some socks. Maybe you're just really at peace with a cup of coffee nearby or whatever. But whatever you do, do what's right for your body. Do what's right for your body in this 1 hour long practice. Today is a restorative practice. And in a restorative practice, we hold the poses 3, 5, 7, maybe even 10 minutes long. You may think, oh my goodness, that's a lot. How am I ever going to do this? But you can do it. And the magic is, the beauty of it is, it goes by so fast. If you can only spare 10 minutes, that's okay too. Whatever it is, give yourself some time. But I promise, if you stick around for the whole hour, it's really going to go by quickly and you'll be way better off for it. So don't overthink it. That's one of the big things. Do what is right for your body. If something hurts, back out of it. Don't do it. Take it to a lesser percentage, use props, just make it so your body is comfortable. The word to think about today, of course, is breath. Breath, breathe, 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 to pause, to take a breath. And when you pause, you're taking that breath, you have to pause to live. So take your pauses. You can't be on overdrive all the time. You've got to relax and chill so you can restore and build back. That's what restore means. So you're going to need some props for today. Not a whole lot. You can improvise too. We're only going to use one yoga block, but if you got two, you can usually buy them in pairs. Buy them, use them. They're wonderful to have. Eye shade, eye towel, a little blanket of some sort or throw or whatever. You're going to need that. You're going to need some water and a bolster. And what's a bolster? It's like a big thick blanket. Or not a big thick blanket. It's like a big thick pillow. Maybe you can just use a pillow from your sofa today. But a yoga bolster is really nice because it's really strong and sturdy and it will support you. We all need a little support now and then, don't we? All right, remember to breathe. Let's go. Come onto your mat. Come into a child's pose on your bolster with a block, maybe if you got it. All right, lots of different ways to do this, lots of different positions you can take here. With the bolster, we usually start in a child's pose every day in our practice, and every day our practices are different. So check us out. So you got the bolster vertically on your mat. I like to hug it up so my knees are at about the bottom third of the mat. And today I'm going to take a block and place it at the top of the mat and put a towel on it just so it's a little more comfortable. And we're going to come into a child's pose. So your child's pose on your bolster, we're going to hold this one for 5 minutes. Come on down. Scoot the bolster so your torso really feels supported. Knees are bent. They can be as wide as you like. Bring your forehead to your block and let everything go. That's more easily said than done, isn't it? Deep breath in and deep breath out. I'm going to scoot my bolster down a little bit more. Heavily rest your head onto your block. Arms are wherever feel just natural and comfortable. Take a deep breath in through your nose and a couple big sighing breaths out through your mouth. Adjust your body so you feel comfortable and supported by your bolster. Deep breath in and a few deep sighs out through your mouth. Eyes are closed. And eventually, if you'd like, you can close your lips and breathe just in and out through your nose. Let all outside thoughts go. Don't think about the past or the future. Just be in this moment. This is all you got. This is the only guarantee, is this one breath. Big breath in. Big slow breath out. I mean, really take big breaths. Feel your lungs expand out your back.
Unclench your jaws if your teeth are touching. Let your skull rest really heavily on that block. No thoughts. Let your mind relax as you are just a breathing machine. In and out, deep breaths. Your arms are heavy. Your head is heavy, your neck is long. Your chest is fully supported on your big pillow. Take a deep breath in and a deep, slow breath out. Maybe this child's pose is just what you need today. Maybe this is all you need today. If that's the case, stay here and enjoy. I'm going to transition into a broken wing pose. If you'd like to join me, bring your arms under your shoulders and just slowly press on up. Take it slowly. I think we rush through too many things. Let's come on down to our bellies. Bring your bolster up to the top of your mat and maybe off of your mat. Send your legs long on your mat. Now you know broken wing pose. And move your block and your towel aside too. So I'm going to roll onto my right hip first. So I'm going to extend my right arm long at about shoulder height. Left arm is bent. We do this one pretty often. You know this. Roll onto your right hip. Now, how does your head feel? Do you want to reintroduce that block? Or maybe just reintroduce the towel? Kind of ball it up a little bit and rest your head on it like a little pillow. Your right arm is teed out to what feels comfortable for you. Legs can be long or a little bend, like a fetal position if you like. Left arm, left hand is under is on your mat, and you're going to push into it. So you're going to feel this stretch in the shoulder. I'm going to set a 3-minute timer here to keep me on track. And you're going to breathe. If it is uncomfortable, come out of it. You got the power, you've got the control in your left arm. Press into it a little bit more to increase the intensity of the stretch, or decrease it a little bit. Little bend in the knees, or top leg can be bent, sole of the foot behind your extended leg or in front. You do what feels right. Take a deep breath in. As you breathe in peace and comfort, sending the breath to that shoulder. And then as you breathe out, imagine that you're expelling stress and tension. There are so many studies that do prove that your deep breathing like you're doing now helps fight anxiety, depression, and stress. Breathe. Don't let your breath be stressed either. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Send your deep breaths to your shoulders, especially your right shoulder. And the left one too. Let it soften. Soften your jaws. And find peace in this pose. No tension. Let it go. You're in control here. Maybe try to press a little bit more into that left hand. If that feels okay, stay there. Couple breaths. And if you don't like it, ease up a little bit on the left hand. But just don't limit yourself and think, oh, I can't go any farther. Just put your toe in, give it a try. And if it's not right, back out. Breathe, breathe, breathe. We're going to have a really nice counter stretch for this in a bit. As you're ready, it's time to transition to the other side. Slowly let your belly and your left shoulder come on down to your mat. Take it slowly. Enjoy the transition of getting there. Oftentimes we just rush too much through everything and not enjoy the journey. All right, once you're on your belly, let's do the same thing on the opposite side. So move your towel a little bit if you want. Bring it under your left cheek. Extend your left arm long. We've got 3 minutes on this side. Are you ready? Extend your left arm. Bend your right arm. And let it go. The right hand is underneath your shoulder. And breathe. Just breathe. Roll onto the left hip. Legs can be long, or top leg can be bent with the sole of the foot behind the extended leg or in front. Adjust, get comfortable, and most importantly, breathe. Remember, you are in control. Don't be afraid to exercise some of that control by pushing a little bit harder into your right hand, just to explore and see how that feels. And if you don't like it, back out of it. Take it to what feels right. Abandon your deep breaths. Deep breaths in and deep, slow breaths out. If your breathing is shallow, that's your body saying, back out of it a little bit. It's just too much for me. Last big breath here. Take a big breath in. And a big breath out. Let it go, let it go, let it go. And let's finish. Roll back down onto your belly. Take it slowly. Bring the arms on down. Elbows in by your sides. All right, so that was your broken wing. Let's counter that with a tipsy frog. And we can take tipsy frog in layers too, because sometimes just the layers feel good. All right, so what you want to do is you want to be on your belly. You can reintroduce your bolster. You could take your blanket if your inside of your knees are a little sensitive. You can take your blanket. We'll start on putting the blanket on your left side, kind of at about waist or a little bit lower height. You're on your belly. Now you could stay here in a Sphinx pose. So here's what you could do. You could have your bolster at the top of your mat. You could slip your hands under the bolster. That weight feels good. And you could rest your head on your bolster. That could be a nice supportive pose for you today. I'm going to take it to a tipsy frog, which is just kind of adding some layers in. So I'm going to bend my left knee, bring my left knee up onto that blanket if you want, knee to about hip height. I can crisscross my arms. Could have a towel here to raise up the mat just a little bit. And rest the forehead down here. Another option, which I'm going to take, is that counter stretch to the shoulder, the arm, left arm that's on the side of the bent leg. I'm going to thread the needle underneath my shoulder. And I'm going to come down onto my left cheek so I'm facing the direction of that extended arm. 3 minutes. Let's start. Peel back the layers, whatever you need. Maybe the right arm reaches a little bit in the opposite direction toward the bent side knee. But the big thing you want to feel here is on this left shoulder. Your left hip, try to keep it down a little bit, not too popped up off the mat. Deep breaths. Your belly's really pushing into the mat. As you take a big inhale, you push away from the mat. And as you take a big exhale, you melt more into the mat. even your glute muscles. Try to relax your backside. Deep breaths in and deep breaths out. Take a deep breath in and a deep, slow breath out. On your next inhale, slowly come out of the pose, turning your head so it's back at the midline of your body, releasing the left arm from underneath the right, sliding it out. Oh my goodness. Maybe come back to a brief Sphinx pose just for a moment here. Straighten the left leg. Just breathe here for a moment. You're in your little Sphinx pose. And let's transition to the other side. All right, blanket. If you used it and you like it under the knee, scoot it to the other side, your right side. Maybe you prefer to continue to stay in your supported Sphinx pose, either your hands under your bolster or not. I'm going to bend my right knee, kind of adjust my hips so they're kind of sort of equidistant to the mat. I'm going to scoot the bolster aside, just have my towel here, bent knee side. That is the shoulder that is going to get the nice stretch. All right. Head comes down. I'm going to take my arm, send it to the opposite side, rest my head. Maybe the left arm, you send it to the right and breathe. Deep breaths in, deep breaths out. The other side was 3 minutes, so this side is 3 minutes also. Relax your right hip. Breathe deeply. Deep breaths in. And deep, slower breaths out. Take a deep breath in. And one more deep breath out. Slowly, slowly, slowly unwind. Head comes back to the midline. Arms come back to that Sphinx-like pose. Send your right leg long on your mat so your legs meet. Sphinx pose just for a moment here. Think of this almost as a relaxing pose. Your elbows are under your shoulders, so you're well supported there. Fingers spread wide, gaze down your nose, perhaps close your eyes, soften in your glutes. Just kind of readjust at the midline of your body. Big breath in and big breath out. As you exhale, really feel the hip bones in your mat. Taking the exhale to its fullest extent, letting the compression feel good in your low back. So take that exhale even deeper, deeper, deeper. Couple big breaths. I really like the long exhales on this. All right, let's transition out of this pose and come into your supported bridge pose. So maybe find your block or your bolster. I'm going to use the block just because it's easier to get there. Come on down onto your back. Once on your back, bend your knees. Maybe have your eye shade nearby too. Bent knees, push on up to like a bridge pose, to a bridge pose, and slip your block underneath your bottom. Now this is where you want to adjust it so it gets just right, because we're going to be here for 5 minutes. All right, so your block, maybe you have it at a nice stable height or a little higher, or maybe you like to take it higher still. I don't. I like to take it to about the medium height today. Now, adjust this block. Your hands are here and you got a lot of control. Adjust it so it's super comfortable, and you want it really low. You want it so low it's on your sacrum, and your spine, the vertebrae, can just fall off and use gravity to decompress them. So play with the height of your block. You never have it right the first time. Move it a little bit and just see if you feel more decompression of your low back. So get it just right. And then let all of your weight rest on that block. Not in your feet. They're just kind of here for balance. So the weight isn't in your feet. The weight is on that block. Cover your eyes. And we're going to have a wonderful 5 minutes here. Seems like a really long time, but trust me, it's going to feel great. Arms down by your sides. Shoulders are relaxed. Block out the world with your eye shade. Come back to your deep breaths. Belly rises and falls. Navel tucks to the spine on those big full exhales that you're practicing. And I will be quiet for 4 more minutes and just let you breathe. I'll tell you when the time's up. Come back to awareness of this present moment. Take your deep breath in. And your deep breath out. That was the practice run. Do another one that's even deeper. So good for your low back. Draw your navel to your spine as you exhale even more air, imagining just total decompression of that low back. If this is feeling super wonderful, go ahead and stay here. If you'd like to join me in a brief pentacle pose, press the weight into your feet. Be aware of this moment. Feel the lift. Remove the block, and then really super slowly lower your spine down one vertebra at a time. Keep going one at a time. And then when your back is all the way down, release your tailbone too. Find your blanket and bring it onto your belly, fold it up so you just have a little weight on your belly. Spread your legs wide and spread your arms wide too overhead for your pentacle pose. Brief 3 minutes here. Relax. Wiggle your shoulders so they're close to your spine. Your shoulders feel good. Legs open wide. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Savor this moment. And what do I mean by that? The warmth and the weight of your blanket. Feel it. We always talk about, oh, do your best. Really try, do your best. And you can only do your best in the present moment. Can't change the past. Can't do anything about the future. All you can do is your best in the present moment. Right now, what do you got going on? You just have this blanket on your belly. Let it be the best feeling blanket on your belly ever. Feel the weight, the comfort, the warmth, the peace, and really enjoy it. I'll let you know when this few minutes is up. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Best blanket ever, right? All right, maybe you want to stay here in your pentacle pose. Yesterday we did a pose called a reclined tree pose. We're going to do that again today, but hold it a little bit longer. If you'd like to join me, find a block. Maybe you can stay lying down because we're going to come back to this position. Send your block to the bottom of your mat, however creatively you want to get it there. Send the block so your left heel can rest on it, or your left ankle, whatever feels good. So the block's right underneath that extended long left leg. Now we're going to use the blanket here. Maybe you've got 2 blankets. Maybe you can keep one on your belly. But I'm going to fold the blanket 1, 2, 4 times, whatever. And we're using the blanket instead of a block because the blanket is squishy. It'll decrease over time as the pressure of the knee, as the knee relaxes, and the pressure of the knee decreases the size of the blanket. All right, so here's the deal for your reclined tree. Shoulders are down, right knee is bent. Bring the outside of the right ankle up onto the calf, maybe, or maybe higher up onto the thigh, and let the knee be supported. So adjust that blanket so you feel supported. You're not hanging out in space. You want this to be relaxing. And the blanket is soft, so you're going to relax into it as time goes on. So, close your eyes. We're going to be here for about 3 minutes. Breathe deeply. Arms wherever you like, whatever feels good. We've done a lot with the shoulders, so maybe you'd prefer having the arms down by your sides. Or, snow angel them. Maybe bring them on up or tee them out, whatever feels comfortable. And just let the tree pose work its magic in your hips. Take a deep breath in. And a deep breath out. We have another side to do. Arms down by your sides if they're not already there. Slowly bring the knee of the right leg back to the midline of your body. Extend it long and then scoot the block over so it is now under the extended right leg. Move your blanket to the other side of your body. Bend your left knee. Place the leg into that tree-like position, positioning the outside of the left ankle either up on the thigh or down on the shin, just not on the knee. It doesn't feel real comfortable there. Have your blanket underneath the knee so it feels supported. Close your eyes, and let's do 3 minutes on this side as well. Arms wherever you want. Be at peace and enjoy the opening of the hips. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Slowly bring the left leg back, knee back to the midline of the body. Send it long on your mat. Scoot the block aside as you come to fully reclined on your mat, or take a variation of Shavasana that you like. Cover your body with your blanket or just the belly. Remember how nice that was. Cover your eyes with your eye shade. And let's rest in this final Shavasana pose for a good solid 5 minutes. Eyes are closed, arms down by your side. Be at peace here. Come back to your breath. Let your body be heavy. Focus only on the depth of your breath. 5 minutes of peace. Soften the area between your eyebrows. Shoulders away from your ears. Arms heavy. Glutes soft. Limbs heavy. Inhales light. And exhales calm and settling. You are at peace. Enjoy this present moment. Deepen your breaths. Stay in the present moment. Take the deepest breath yet of your practice. Big, long inhale. Fill up to the tip top of your lungs. And then embrace that pause at the top and take a really slow, full exhale. If you can stay longer in your practice, absolutely enjoy it. Stay here and practice being at peace and just enjoying your breath. If it's time for you to conclude your practice, start to wiggle your fingers and your toes, bringing motion back into your body. Take the motion up into your wrists and your ankles. Circle them out, move them about. Spread your fingers and toes wide. And then come back to a natural, relaxed position in the fingers and toes. On an inhale, reach high up overhead and take a big good morning stretch as if it were the first stretch of your day. Stretch it out. Reach through your fingers, even your armpits. There's mobility there now. As you exhale, bend your knees and roll into a fetal position onto one side or the other. Maybe keep your blanket because it's comfortable. Low arm bends, bicep is a pillow for your head. Take a deep breath in and a deep, slow breath out. Savor this pose right here. Take another big cycle of breath. Having all your awareness on your breath and only your breath. Maybe you'd like to keep your eyes closed as you slowly float on up to a comfortable seated position. And you define what's comfortable for you. Bring your hands to a prayer center position. Feel the warmth in your hands, your fingertips. Press your thumbs slightly into your chest. Lengthen up in your torso, lengthen up in your neck and the crown of your head. Big inhale. Big shoulder softening exhale that settles you into the foundation of the earth. Take another big cycle of breath, appreciating what you got. And letting any stress or tension just go as you exhale. Blink your eyes open. You did it. You did a 1 hour long yoga practice. Stress number, if you took one in the beginning, what is it now? That's the most important thing, how it comes on down. Remember to breathe deeply and to be in control of what you can be in control of, which isn't a whole lot, but your breath, that's all that matters. Let everything else, let it go. All right, hi, and thank you to Esther, Stan, Lynn, Tammy, Debbie, Marietta, Betty, Liz, Karen, Kelly, Rena, Tim, Roger, Elizabeth. I'm glad that you are here and you made time for yourself. So important. All right, another practice tomorrow. It'll be different. Join us. See you guys later. Love you. Namaste. You were relaxed today. That's good. I could hear you snoring. I guess you were really relaxed. Good girl. Bye. You're a good girl. Do you want to go outside? Should we go outside? Shiny and bright. It's that time of year, and you feel shiny and bright because you do your yoga. From your deer pose to your child's pose, it's all good, and you know that it's doing good for your body. Tell your friends about our yoga. They can watch us on Facebook, they can watch us on YouTube, and it is free. It is free for anybody and everybody. All they have to do is join. All they have to do is show up from the privacy of their own home. If you'd like to support our broadcast, you can visit our website. It's www.316yoga.com. See you on your mats tomorrow and each and every day during this busy, most wonderful time of year.